Well, here's Monday. You know, I said 16 last week, but it's actually 16 this week. So last week was 15. Got my flashlight because I got a cat problem again today. Seems to be content on knocking everything off I set up. So, let me see. What else was there? Florida. We'll start out with Florida. Got huge potential next week. It's one of the biggest that I ever got for a client, and it's I hope they get it. It'd be a game changer for everybody. Michigan, the meeting was postponed to tomorrow because they've been so busy on Mondays. This seems to be something that we're doing, and that's okay because I don't mind busy. It means that the more busy they are, the more money they can potentially make. So it's not bad. Biggest thing, I picked up a client in Vegas named Ooze Protection. Amazing. It's an actual blessing that the three that I have, all the owners are somewhat the same as far as like, one, how they treat people, how they work, how they develop their employees, how they look out for them. And anyone that's been around long enough for Spartan, that's something that I try to do with Spartan. When we launched Spartan, that was the whole point, to become a family, make sure that people look out for each other. And so if you get a chance, check out Ooze Protection in Las Vegas. They're a fantastic company. A lot of research so far. Usually the first couple weeks are that way. I did send out some contacts. They're open to anything. They have skill sets to accomplish anything. Sometimes companies only do specific things. They're like specialty companies. Florida, I would consider a specialty company, but their specialty is a lot of different subjects. So you might as well say that they're open to anything too. Lions lost. That sucks. But it's the first they got in a long time, 60 years, something like that. So, other than that, it's staying out of my head. I'm trying to do this in one take, and I got a cat over here, ready to pounce on me. So I'm trying to rush through this as fast as I can. But I guess I'm okay. I've been in my head more than I like to be. It's I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little rough sometimes. Getting adjusted to everything. My biggest thing is, like I said, is trying to just work on as much client stuff as I can until I can't. Until I'm like really literally time to go to bed. I wake up and if I have to do any running around, I try to knock that out quick and then get right back into doing the client stuff. A lot of research goes into this stuff, a lot of time. For instance, I think Saturday with Oons, I think it was almost 12 hours just with them. A lot of stuff in Vegas, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of different places, and they have a reputation. Everyone I've talked to over there, they know who they are, they know how well respected they are, and they know how they work. So that helps me, not only to introduce them to new potential clients, but their big thing is they want to be, they did a lot of subcontracting. Although, a subcontractor has the ability to bring 500 people to an event, that's huge. They have the ability to be the main contractor in a lot of these events. So that's one of the things that they, push, in our first meeting is that, they want to be that main contractor, and they really should. They obviously have the talent and they have the manpower to do so. Like I said, back to me, I, went into town Friday. I don't know if you've seen it, but I posted a video of like the bells. I don't know. Everyone I talk to says they don't know what bells they are, but it's on video, so it wasn't in my head, and it was really cool. It's kind of like the small town thing that I like, and it's I don't know if I'd say it was a life-changing moment, but it did. I don't know. It helped some healing, I suppose. Other than that, the same thing this week. We got a lot of get out of here. We got a lot of research to do for all three. I got the Michigan meeting tomorrow. Then Vegas. What's cool about Vegas, or even Florida, being the time, I can generally start out with Michigan, especially when I'm calling people, and then Florida being an hour behind, and Vegas being 3 hours behind. I don't sleep anyway, so making calls at 11, 12 o'clock our time isn't that big of a deal. And then, like I said, I usually work until I can't. And, that here lately has been, 3:30 to 4:30, and then usually I'm up in a couple hours. And I generally do most of the research in the morning, just so I don't have to move around so much. I can almost lay down and do that. But that's it. This is actually the week 16. And, I just gotta, stay out of my head, same as usual. Keep swinging, eventually it's gonna get better. It's crazy how time has gone by. I've been out here since October. So these, before YouTube, I did them maybe once a month or every few weeks, but doing them every week, I don't know if that helps me or hurt me as far as like time. I just can't believe how much time has gone by. But it's getting back to I'm not doing this YouTube to make any money. It's just kind of almost like a journal on who I was and who I was about, and I kind of enjoy it. Although I wasn't going to do this today, and I'm looking at 7 minutes, and I'm not sure how well this one's going to be. But I swore that I'm just going to do these in one take. So I've had them where I've done like 20 takes, and I'm not going to do that. So we're going to keep that there. Week 16. A ton of work to do in Vegas, a ton to do in Florida. And I'm hoping Florida gets that big hit because, like I said, it's a big hit. It's probably, I don't know who's the biggest company in Florida, but these guys are probably pretty close. And it's a name that everyone knows, so if they get it, I'll announce it. I don't say that stuff, beforehand because, client confidential stuff. But I'm telling you, Kitty, I got the flashlight, so he chases it. He chases the light around. Although now I realize that he comes after me just so I can grab the flashlight so he can chase it. So that's it. We're going to keep it right there. 8 minutes.